We're live. All yours, Eva.
Okay, so welcome LCPs to this webinar. Laura told me that I had this space with you. So today we're going to talk about a team incentive system. Okay, some of you may know me, some of you may not. My name is Eva. I'm going to be your MCVP PM for 1920 period. And well, I'm Mexican, and well, I'm really excited to work with you all, guys. Okay, so this is the table of content of what are we going to be looking at our webinar today. In general, we have to understand what is a team incentive system, what to measure for it, and how to implement it. We're going to have team incentive system for EVs and for the LC, how to reward and recognize, and why it is important. Okay. So before we get started, Laura, I have a question. If anyone has any doubt, will you send me a message, or I just go like all the way and at the end ask for questions?
I think as it's only team, I think it can be cool if whenever moment he has any question, he just pops in. But also as you guys like feel
Okay.
comfortable. Hello, Turgut.
Okay. Perfect. Okay, so team, if you have any questions, like just like stop me
Hello.
with like your
Yeah, sure.
yes. Okay, perfect. So first, what is an incentive system? Is a motivational program designed to encourage commitment to increase productivity. Okay, so yes, it's like a whole system to improve the performance of our people, our members, our EVs. Okay, and it's composed by two things: that it's rewards and recognition. Rewards is more tangible. Of course, it's like prizes, something you can feel, you can touch. And recognition, it's 100% intangible. It's not something you can like feel or touch, but definitely the value of a recognition is much more significant. Okay, so we have some fundamentals for a team incentive system. Before you create the whole team incentive system, you have to make sure that the whole team has to know, understand, and embrace the widely important goals for the local committee. Okay, so yeah, as local committee, you have a widely important goal, and each area is contributing to that goal. But you have to make sure that the team member, the team leader, the LCVP, and you as LCP understand it, embrace it, and know it to be aware of it. Okay. Sorry. Okay. And so we have this team in system for EV. As I say here, the EV is supposed to be the strategist, the ones ensuring that things happen and tracing the path for the LC. In an ideal environment, the EV are supposed to be 100% strategical, not operative. Okay, like they should not be doing like operations. That's why every LCVP should have a team. I know that this is not a reality that every LC has, but well, it's still like the ideal for every EV. Okay. So these are the measures that you have to implement in an incentive system, and what are you going to be like rewarding and recognition and recognizing for your EV? First of all, you're going to make well, you are actually now making your planning. So since day one of your term starts, then you're going to have to be measuring the achieving of this planning. No, so we have the lead measures, that is like the small actions or the small approaches that will take you to the lag measure. Okay, the lag measure always has to be the consequence of doing lead measures. An example of this, for example, is the lag measure can be to weight loss, to lose weight, I mean, and the lead measure is, for example, going to the gym, going on a diet, and etc., etc. No, so the lead measures can be recognized weekly. Every week you can ask for the results and recognize the, I don't know, the LCVP with its accomplishment or overachievement of its lead measures. And the lag measures should be recognized and rewarded monthly and quarterly because these are like the big goals. In this case, for example, I don't know, number of approvals, number of completes, and etc. etc. Okay. Then the next thing that you should be ensuring your EB does is team management because they're supposed to be strategical. They have to manage their team and implement the team standards. So these team standards are very punctual and they ensure the development of the membership. And so that's why you should every month and every quarterly evaluate how your LCVPs are implementing team standards with their team leaders or team members and recognizing those ones that are doing it like in the right way, in the right time, and that it's going to be reflected always in the operations. Okay. And another thing is their growth. Okay, so you have a national ranking that it's updated every day. So in your EB meeting every week, you can recognize and reward the LCVP that has, I don't know, that changes its position in the national ranking. I don't know, that goes up, and also like to be very punctual if you are going down. And this is something you must do like weekly, monthly, and quarterly. Always be comparing yourself with the other entities, but more than with the other entities, compare with yourself. Okay, so last year at this moment, how were our operations going? How was our PM process going? How was our financial status going? Always compare yourself with your past generations in order to see like what is going better, what is going worse, and why is it happening, so that you can have sorry, a better scope of what was doing the past EV that you can maybe implement, and what are you doing better that maybe for the next EV needs to evolve. Okay, so this is for your EV. The things that you have to recognize and reward them when they achieve them or overachieve them. Okay. Then we have a team incentive system for the LC. For this widely important goal, the most important part, of course, are the members. It's always them because they are the ones that's supposed to be doing the whole operations. Okay. So when a member feels that he's contributing to the widely important goal and he's aware of how his work of every day is contributing to this goal, then that's when you generate like more commitment, more responsibility, more sense belonging, and therefore like the productivity increases. Okay, so for a member, you should have these two measurements. The first one is productivity. That it's of course like numerical, like the number of opens the member achieved, the number of approvals, the number of completes, etc., etc. Because these are already like behind these are the lead measures. So that way to the member you should like measure this. Okay, and you must do it weekly, monthly, and quarterly. Okay. And the other part you should evaluate and for the member is its participation. The involvement that the member has in the LC, like the LC meetings attended, the pickup of trainees attended, if the member is like participating in OCs, or if he's participating, I don't know, in being FASI of a national conference, I don't know, all that kind of participation and involvement that a member has also to be recognized and rewarded. How many times? Like monthly and quarterly. It's how you must be like measuring them. Okay. And well, how to recognize that? It's very simple. I separated like them weekly, monthly, and quarterly. So in the weekly recognition, you can do like an Instagram post, like for example, the member of the week, the VP of the week, the area of the week, and all that stuff in your Instagram page. Also, if you have like a whole group with your whole LC in WhatsApp or Messenger, you can do like a little message for them, like, "Hey, let's give it a spoil to this member that it's like really rocking it, or to this VP and to this area that it's accomplishing and la la la." Okay, but with these two things, you have to be very constant and accountable because, for example, if you do it like 1 week yes and the other week no, and then 1 week yes again, and then for 2 other weeks you forget, then the membership is going to feel that you're not committed to it. So it doesn't matter, because you do it whenever you want. The recognition is not that significant. So you have to be very constant and very accountable. Okay, so if you're going to do it weekly, then weekly for every time. And also like a personal message. Whenever you send like I don't know, like a congratulations message to your VP or to your member that was rocking it, like believe me, that gives like personal satisfaction and gives the person like a more sense of contributing to the widely important goal. Okay. We also have monthly recognitions. You can do the same as in the weekly, but also besides this, in your LC meetings, for example, you can deliver a diploma and like pass it like to the whole LC to, I don't know, like give him an applause or so proud of you and that kind of stuff. And also like something that can be more tangible. This could be like a reward that it's, for example, I wrote here like a cup or a t-shirt or I don't know, something that can be like taken home, but this has to be 100% a reward. And in the quarterly, you can do also what you do it weekly, like an Instagram post, the member of the queue, the VP of the queue, have a diploma, a t-shirt. But for example, because of the time that is measured, that is like 3 months, then you can be giving rewards that are more significant and more, I don't know, like that would help the development more to the member. So that's why you can be giving away conference fees and IXP discounts. So these are like rewards that are going to encourage the members and like the team leaders and the VPs to be like more productive, to be more proactive, to be participating, to be involved in the whole organization. Okay, so this is like some suggestions for you to make, and it's really important that the most recognized that you can do, it's always the personal recognition. Okay, so being thankful with your members, like, okay, thank you for this week, for your work, for your commitment, because I know that it's been hard and la la la. And a message like, okay, thank you for being so committed during this month or in this quarter, because it's being reflected in your results. That's something really powerful that always I don't know, makes a person like feel satisfied and committed to what are they doing. Okay, so that's something that has to be very constant and always to be very thankful and to recognize them, their job and their contribution and their time, because We are all volunteers here, working and dedicating our time to an organization that we love, but it's 100% volunteer. So the personal satisfaction has to come first always. Okay, and well, of course, why all this is very, very important and crucial, because business of business is people. The organization cannot be working if we don't have people, of course. Yes, you can be working all alone with an EV, but the amount of work you will be having, it's going to be way much more. No, so if you keep like your memberships involved and committed to ISEC, well, the the work for everyone is going to be more equitative, and the results are going to be satisfying and gratifying for everyone. Okay, if we didn't have people, I mean, ISEC wouldn't could be working or existing at all. So that's why it's very, very important to be very aware of your whole membership, of your whole EV, and to always keep this recognition and rewards going through your term. Okay, so I guess that's it for me. I don't know if you have any question, Tim, any doubt.
No, I'm good.
Yeah, I'm good also. Thank you so much.
Okay. Okay, perfect. So if you don't have any questions, Laura, I think that would be it for me.
Okay, amazing. Thank you so much, Eva. I would like to know, though, before finishing, to hear about the experience, the process of Turbid and team regarding these kind of incentives of reward.
Laura, I can't hear you.
Why not?
Like
Yeah, I can't
your
hear you
network
very
is
well.
like not very well.
Okay, I'm not on the MT office. I'm not on the MT flat. I'm supposed to have good internet right now. Do you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm literally like eating my computer. Okay. So my question for you guys was a bit to get to know like the experiences that you had in your LTs, in your team, in your previous EV, regarding rewards and recognitions, regarding internal team incentives that you may had, and how did it go, if it worked, if it's not, or how can it get improved.
Miriam was buying some beers when it was good.
You had like a concrete measurement system, or
No. It was when we were doing something great. She was like, "Oh, we'll buy you a beer," and she was doing it. So yeah.
and how was it? Did it work? Like, did that help you as a team member to perform more
No.
or to feel better? No. So how do you think then, now that you can use like the sprints that you had with the beers, and now the things that Eva told you, how do you think you can adjust that to your EV in order to help the motivation, to help the performance?
Well, doing all the thing that's go for it. Yeah. Vas-y.
Me? Okay. Like as you know, Laura, we have like recognition award system in SCM, and I think it's pretty cool, and it motivates members to achieve like more. And like in our department, I bought some stuff not beer but little cookies for motivate members. I don't know, for everything. I think it works, but maybe we can develop it as in national level, let's say. We can have some principes I don't know, maybe after a working hour, good fruitful working hour, we can award them, or I don't know, we can create something if you want, in national. we can have some rules, like if you do this, like, or if you perform like that, blah blah blah, like you will be awarded like, for example, conference discount, like something else.
Yes. Cool. Tim, you were gonna say something before?
Yeah, that the beer thing wasn't really working, like even for like team bonding, because, well, as you may know, we don't really have a great unity right now. But all the thing like recognition in a group in Finazis, I think it's really great, and I really want to implement it, because it will also kind of boost the operation, I guess.
Yes.
So yeah.
Yes, exactly. Like you have to have this, or like one way to use this tool, because at the end it's one tool for you guys, is precisely to what can you do as an EB or as an LTP in order to have more productivity. So how to boost more operations, or how to boost engagements. For example, now during summer, that we know it's a bit difficult to keep your EB engaged because like holidays or whatever. So how you as an LCP that you need your people working in different things, how you can motivate them, how can you use different systems that, as Eva was saying, sometimes is something physical, is a reward, but sometimes with a recognition or a one-to-one say, hey, amazing, I'm super proud of you, it's working.
Yeah,
You know?
Exactly.
It's always with a like an advice that I can give you, and I don't know if Eva you agree with me. But you always have to have it in mind, like, okay, why I'm doing this, like with what's my LTP objective of managing a team, what do I want to reward, what kind of behaviors, what kind of attitudes, what kind of results do I want to reward or recognize, because the more you do that, the more people is going to start imitating the things that you recognize, so it's a very strong tool for you to settle even the culture that you want to have, and the engagement and the performance that you want to have.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Yes.
Yeah, go.
I just wanted like to mention like an example in my LC. When I was LCVP, I was LCVP IGT, and we had our quarterly review, and my LCVP OGB did more than like 100 approvals of OGB. And well, at the end we had like this recognition part. So I was thinking, of course, he's going to get it because I mean he did a lot of approvals and la la la. But at the end, actually, the recognition was for me because in my area, LCV, IGT, I grow from like 0 approvals my past year to 5 approvals during my first quarter. So that was something like very significant for me, of course, because I mean, there was no comparison between 100 approvals and 5 approvals that I did, but my LCP told me like, okay, you're getting this reward, this recognition, because I know how much it cost you to have those 5 opens and those 5 approvals for IGT, and that's why you deserve this recognition more than the LCVP OGB. So that's what I was telling you, like lead measures are super, super important, but also like the meaning behind the recognition, the meaning behind the reward is very, very important. So you as LCPs have to be the more aware of that to evaluate also like your LCVP, the experience of your LCVP and how is their develop going like beyond numbers. Okay, so that's just something like I lived, and it was like really, really nice.
Yeah, cool.
For sharing. I don't know if there is any more questions from your side, guys. If not, I have an invitation for you, which could be to do. There's also a task related to this team sending system part of the transition, And it's precisely to create an internal reward recognition for your EB on your LT if you have members that are going to stay for next year, to keep them engaged and performing until the end of September. Because that's something that you need to keep your people working and doing the planning and executing the planning during these 3 months. So for you to start
And
thinking about it and to create it.
where is this task?
It's on the transition tool.
Yeah, but which
It's
one?
on the okay. You're on to click on me. Click on my name on the tool.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
And you have it's all the time like that. Like you have one webinar about something, and then afterwards there is a task related to that. So because you
Yeah.
are not always gonna listen something, but to actually to help you implement it. And if you submit it to the bit.ly folder that you will find like 2 cells to the right, like I will give you feedback or I can help you with it. Me or Sergio, basically. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, just a question. Can I do this after? Because I have 2 exams tomorrow.
Yes, like the deadline is the 13th of June.
Okay, 13th, sure.
Yes, but well, like not people are not following the deadlines.
Okay.
My recommendation would be finish everything before the 1st of July, before you start,
Cool.
so you have everything in place. Okay.
Okay, sure. Cool.
Okay.
Amazing. So with that, that's all. I'm gonna stop broadcasting